HR Service and ERISA Solutions is happy to provide you with a tool that allows you to easily store clients' SPD wraps, component plan documents, employee notices, summary material modifications, certificates of insurance, SBCs, and more, providing electronic delivery of documents to employees. Now, optionally, this tool provides the ability to obtain electronic employee verification signatures showing that they reviewed the documents. Now, ERISA only requires that participants be notified and have been given an opportunity where they could have reasonably received the documents. So it's not required that you have this actual acknowledgement, but it is available if you want this. All right, the way the tool works is HR Service sets you up with your own broker portal through our strategic partner eHealth app. And this allows you to set up any of your clients in the system, store documents for them, have the employer send out the notice to participants with directions on how to access the documents. This tool is provided at no cost to our broker partners who have assigned 20 or more clients to one of our Compliance Basics, SPD Wraps, Compliance Basics Plus, WRAP, or 125 POP document services. I'll now walk you through how to set up a client, how to add employees, and how to upload documents. So if I log into the system, once I log into the system, I can go in, I can actually create groups, I could work with existing groups, I could upload documents. I have lots of options here at my fingertips. And keep in mind, we'll set up your own system, so this will be your logo, your own information. This is just a test site for me right now. So if I wanted first to show how do I create and add in a new group, I could create a group by hitting that Create Group option, type in the group's name. We'll call this PEC Striping 2. I select the agent. Again, this will be your information. This is just in here for demo's sake. I select the renewal date. This is their medical insurance renewal date. The group size. It asks for a group identifier. Usually you want to select something that would identify the name of the group very easily. In this case here, I'll just call this PEC 2. It says select a form. This is not applicable. This service that's provided here, this eHealth app system, it has upgrade options that could help with online applications, quoting process. We're only using this for the document storage and the acknowledgement features. But feel free, if you want to speak with them, we can provide you with their contact information for you to look into other options if you like. So now I've created this group. I select Create Group, and now they're added into the system. So from here, then I could select this group, or I could work with another group, and I could go in and I can add in whatever options I want. So let's say that I would like to add in employees. So I could either separately add in employees. So I could go in here and say, okay, let's add in applicants, employees one by one. I only fill out the required information. I don't fill out any of the other information. I could add in multiple employees at once. In fact, in here, if I'm taking this approach, I could add in a default password, as long as I follow the requirements up here on the number and the case settings. Perhaps one of the best ways, if you have more employees than, say, 10 or 15, is to come in here and actually import the employees' information this way. So here I'll create it would be a spreadsheet, and I'll just upload it via a tab delimited file. I would save it, and it has all the instructions here inside of here as to how to set that up. I can come down here, I can create a default username. I can also create a default password, and then this would give a username and password for each participant then when they log into the system. Then I browse, upload, find the file, import the file, and save it. So then I'm ready to go. Okay, so now there's another option here. So if I wanted to go back to this group, I go back here to the basic options. So instead of uploading each client or each participant one by one or as a group, there is an option here where I could allow self-registration. So if I click this box for self-registration and then I save the changes, What this would allow is I wouldn't have to upload the employees, and then I could send out the note, and the participants would self-register. So here I could I would simply block the URL, copy that over, and then that would go out to participants with a letter. We'll provide you with an email that you would send out giving them instructions on how to log into the system. And then you would provide them with that URL. This same letter would go out whether if you're just having them self-register, you just change the instructions, or if you were having them use the login username, you would have those instructions there as well. Now going back to the system here, I wanted to show you how to actually upload documents now. So if I wanted to upload documents for this organization, PEC Striping 2, I simply come down here to where it says Add Documents. So I can go out and find the document that I'm going to upload. In this case here, we'll upload a sample SPD wrap document. And then I would give that a description. And then I'll say Continue. Once I've uploaded the document, so I've got it to that point, now I have to assign it to a group. So it's an existing group. In this case here, it's going to be PEC Striping 2. And I have to select a category. Just call the category Human Resources. As I've selected that group, I need to make sure I've put them over to this side here. And now I'm complete. In this particular case, we had already added that document, but that's how I would have added the document. And then I would be complete for that group. So you can see here the document is added in. I could also add in a document. So now if I want to add in the feature to where the employee would acknowledge and complete a signature, I do that by coming down here where it says Survey, assign a survey to the group. So I click the Survey button, select the Survey Compliance Documents Acknowledgement. Same thing here, then I select and add that to a group. So I've selected PEC Striping 2, move that over for them, and save the assigned groups. Okay, so now I've added everything. I've created a group. I've added in participants if I wanted to, or in this particular case, I said I'm going to allow them to self-register. I've added in documents. I've added in the acknowledgement feature, and I'm complete. Now let me show you what it looks like if I'm signing in as a participant. So the first thing I would do, I would need to go back here to the basic information, and I'd want to get this URL because that's what would go out to participants. So now if I put in that URL, the participant would receive this information. Now if they were not registered, and because they didn't have a username and password, so I'm showing one in here because I had set this up. But if they didn't have a username and password, I could go into here, the not registered, and I would give them this instruction. Or I could actually even just send that link out to them, and then this would appear for them. So now I could go in and create my name. Put in my email. Fill out the basic information here. Let's just say that that's my main phone number, 801-685-8400, and I am extension 6. I can put in my address. I'm just putting in a fictitious address here. Put in my state, zip code. Okay, so now once I'm complete, then I can say Continue. Now it'll have me create a username and password. So I've put in a username and password here, and now I just confirm that. And now I've registered. So once I've registered, now it gives me instructions to go in and view the documents or view the information. So if I click this log to see the information, now I put in my username and password, log into the system. The email would have given instructions to go straight to my documents. Once I'm in my documents now, I could go in and view all of the forms and documents that are inside of here. Once I've assigned the documents, or once I've reviewed any of the documents I wanted to, then I would go into this compliance acknowledgement. I could click this, type in my name, click next, and then I can read this information here. And here's where I'm acknowledging that I've received this information. So I click acknowledgement, I say next. I put in my, now I'm putting in my name, which will actually be my authorization. So if I put in my name again, Ken Spencer, and I click to authorize, now I have actually completed. I've reviewed the information, I've reviewed documents. This particular case, as you saw, I didn't upload a bunch of documents for me to review, but I could have, this is where they would have been if I were going through that process. But now I can come in here and you can see I've just acknowledged that I've reviewed the documents. I have a digital stamp certification, and it is date and stamped with my name and my information verifying that I've been there. Okay? So that completes our review of the employee electronic document storage and delivery system. Again, this provides you with the ability to easily store and deliver documents electronically. If you are interested in this, just give me a call at 801-685-8400 extension 6, or you can email me, ken@hrserviceinc.com. Thank you. We look forward to helping with your compliance needs and now also your document delivery.